Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 20 to 11. Beyond my bedtime, I crashed out at 7:30 on the couch and I didn't wake until 10:05. Body was tired. I was cutting the neighbours' hedges and you have to do them with a lather, and I had the electric fly mower with me. I do it every year, and this was the stiffest I was. Well, I'm only halfway there, as Bon Jovi said, living on a prayer. And I had to clean out the car this morning, NCT test tomorrow, and go and check it or get tyres checked. But he told me probably need one, but to run it through the test and see what they say. And at the dinner this evening, the minute the dinner was at, crashed out in a heap. So not too much study done. So we're only doing the two best races of the day. The Class 3 at Musselburgh and the listed chase race in Thurles. And like today, I could probably pick the wrong one. There was two in Dundalk with the same profile as staying on nicely at mile 4. But the fact that Sam had been second at the track over 2 miles before, I picked that, and it drifted all day and finished 4th, I think. And the other one, I picked it because it's good jumping out in front the last day. I jumped like a brush today, and it stayed back and forth. And I don't know why he didn't sort of stay on the outside coming up, because he sort of made a mistake in Peckton landing. That was him done. But that's the way it goes. You pick them as you expect them. They might run, but when they don't, what can you do? There was a few to the 4 today, bringing in a few winners, though. I just checked there. Christina had the winner. Why not? Nice, nice day for a horse. Paul Manton had one there, and Scott Ward appeared on the scene, and he said he had heard about 2 horses, and one had won at 22 to 1, and the other one was Dream Ahead. I actually backed Dream Ahead in Laytown this year. And that won the bigger race at 15 to 2 or 8 to 1, I think. So fair play to you. We'll chug along nicely if we can get winners like that. I'll do this as quick as I can, and if I fall asleep on the laptop, forgive me. This is a 2.7.5 chase tomorrow. It seems to be between the 2 9-year-olds, Half Shot and Magna Sam. Half Shot was last seen unseated in Aintree, wasn't it? And he had been second to Destiny as all. Previously he had been 7th in the Scottish Grand National, and the horse that was 5th in that is the top weight, Magna Sam. He was 5th in the Grand National when last seen, won by Kitty's Light. He has had 3 runs. Like, when you consider that was 4 miles, this is a good bit shorter. Magna Sam was 5th and Half Shot was 7th. There was only 5.5 lengths between them. Both were carrying more than their weight out of the handicap. But it's 3 for 3 at the track at Musselburgh. It runs well fresh. 16th of January 2020, won its chase, first time chase. It hadn't run from the previous March. Won by 49 lengths. Its chase run in November of last year was, it didn't run that well that day, 5th of 9, but it won next time out. But it won beating a good yardstick Captain Catstock last year. So hopefully he's fit enough to go first time. Ali Ralph isn't exactly tearing up 3 stumps, but he's not doing too bad. Neither is Ian Jardine. But if you look at the other ones, Burbank pulled up. In the chores, only a couple of runs over fences. Tim Pat, 0 on P. Rookie Pan. There's the two on the bottom. There's excuses for a good few. So hopefully that Magna Sam, he'll be fit enough tomorrow, first time out. It's second favourite there. Maybe it might be a safe thing maybe to do a reverse forecast with the two of them. There's another trappy little. That's a class 3. There's only one other class 3 on tomorrow, but it's a dicey as hell race as well. Will Carver is coming back from a break. He hasn't ran since the spring. Affadil, a horse that we won on before, has 2 disappointing runs lately. They're turning to cheek pieces for the first time. Now, Harry Cobden and Nichols, they won this last year with Irish Hill, a 4-year-old. Forever William is a decent sort as well. We won on Bashful Boy, so I don't know. It's hard to know what to expect from Affadil tomorrow. If it had any, semblance of form going with him, he'd be the choice, but it's hard to say. And Will Carver, Nicky Henderson, he's going all right. He's actually the favourite. But I'll go on to the listed race in Thurles. It's a middling enough card. If I wasn't doing the NCT test tomorrow, I'd planned to go to that. I forgot about it. This is a 2-mile 6 race. Willie has 5 in it. He has the top weight. Janadil is carrying a grade 1 penalty, so it's carrying 11.10. Elbara is carrying 11.7, and then the rest are carrying 11.4 down to 11 stone. Actually, a 9-year-old has won this the last 3 years. There's Janadil and Elbara are 2 9-year-olds. Ex-Peter is a 10-year-old. There's only 2 6-year-olds has won this since 2004. One was Willie's Bacchusson a few years ago. 4 years ago. It was 3 9-year-olds won the last. Previous to that, I think it was Bacchusson that won. There's Capodanno was last thing, he was pulled up in the Grand National, wasn't it? Farouk Delin fell at the first in the race that Cocoa Beach won in Navan the last day. Down at the bottom, I think it's between the two of them, and both of them a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old. On the book, Hot and Colours is a pound better, but has only won 1 chase in 9. It should have won a second one. Remember, it in the Red Mills, it looked like it was going to win last January, and it capsized after the last. And actually, second in that race was Fringe Dynamite. Fakir Juderi won that race. But it went handicapped. It seemed to be, it got a high rating there, I thought initially. But it was 5th in the plate in Cheltenham. It was 4th in Aintree, 5th in France, which was last seen. But I think that distance was too far, and the reason I'm going for French Dynamite in this is because the distance as well. French Dynamite goes well fresh. It has 10 runs over fences. Two wins, 3 places. Last winter, it had a spin over hurdles. It won. It beat Ballyshannon Rose, and then it was sent over for the Paddy Power, the Green Bucky Gold Cup, to second to GA Law or Gala, whichever you want. Tomato. It ran in the Grade 1 behind Conflated. That was a good run that day, over 3 miles. It's only beaten 12 lengths. Ran in Cheltenham then in the Ryanair behind, that was a good run, 2 miles 5. And last seen behind Pictori, but it had sort of gone off at that stage. This goes well fresh too. First time it ran in a chase, in in Leopardstown it won in a hurl race there. It hadn't run for 5 months. Fifth beside Cape Gentleman beat Juco. I just think with the distance of 2-6, that's now with the way I picked the two today, I could have picked the wrong one as well because Hotter Calour was ahead of him in the Red Mills, but that was over 2.5. So I don't know. Tomorrow's the end of November, the last day, so then it's on to December, and we have Fairy House coming up Saturday and Sunday. I see there's a few interesting entries that we are interested in, so we'll be looking at the decks when they come out tomorrow at 10:30 for Saturday. So hopefully we have a good December and then on to Leopardstown at the Christmas. So bash the bookies over and out. Keep up the good work, passengers.